All right, let's now move on to the fourth. This is the opening leg of the triple trio. It's on the dirt, 1200 metres, class 4. And taking a look at the lineup, we've got Dr. Proactive carrying saddlecloth 1. Generous Heart drops in grade. He is a one-time winner in this class. We move down to the newcomer, This One's For You, a 4-year-old by Lethal Force. Have Fun Together's trialled really well on the all-weather, still yet to win from 13 starts. Joyful Contender went better last outing. Born to Achieve has the crossover noseband back on. And then down the bottom to Ever Strong, a last start winner over the course and distance, but he's 7 and zip in this class, but has drawn well. Now, only one horse has been to Chun Fa in the last 30 days, and that's Nice Kick, and he spent the majority of his time here in Hong Kong over the last few months at Chun Fa.
Now, the pace in this race could only be moderate, but we know that Born to Achieve got plenty of early lick, but he just hasn't been able to show much in his recent races. When he has gone forward, he's capitulated in the straight, and that shows with him running home just over 25 seconds for his last 400 last time out. Ever Strong should get a nice drag into the race. Dr. Proactive, Bella Baby and Brave Baby, the two babies might get caught wide.
Here is Generous Heart. He's doing it nicely enough as well here this morning. No pressure on him as he comes down. He's got barrier number 12 to contend with. He's never won on the surface, but he's a horse running well and he's getting to a nice rating. Generous Heart. Heart's Keeper's the old boy now. Good run from him last start. He ran a really nice second behind Winning Supreme. And from barrier 1, he shouldn't be too far away. He is getting on in age now. He's a 9-year-old. Is Heart's Keeper. And the last one is Have Fun Together. As you mentioned, he's a non-winner at this stage. He has had 4 seconds from his 13 starts, and he is coming to the all-weather for the first time, and he's won 3 trials on it.
He won a trial in December very well on the surface. Have Fun Together. We'll focus firstly on the old-timer. Nice Kick. I've had him in the tips the last few chances, and last few times, and he's had a few chances, but he hasn't been able to get there. But Heart's Keeper, as honest as the day is long, the 9-year-old.
He certainly is. David Ferraris, Jack Wong teaming up from gate 1. He's won 7 course and distance. He's won all of his 8 races here in this grade of the class 4. So he's got great course distance class record. He made good ground on the rail last time out in a clump of horses. Nice Kick was in that clump as well. He hasn't been far away recently, and John Size, Joe Moreira team up with him. He was a beaten favourite in that race last time.
We'll move on to Joyful Contender, who hadn't done a great deal, Paul, going into this race. He was going on to the all-weather for just the second time, and he went around at $40, but got home strongly. He
did. Chad Schofield rode on this occasion. Of course, he's suspended, so Zach Purden will take over. Barrier number 2, if he reproduces this, he'll go very close. I've got one to beat him, but I think he's a major player in this.
You're not going to get $40 this time around him. He's at $3.20 at the moment.
I remember we spoke to Chad the night that happened. After the last, he thought he'd actually won, but there was a bee's whisker in it in the end. Let's move on now to Ever Strong, who has shown the capabilities on the all-weather in the past. His form's very up and down, typical of a Class 5 galloper, which is where he won last start.
Yeah, he's had 7 starts in this grade and hasn't featured at all. He finds this grade a little bit hard. Class 5, I think, is his go.
Yeah, I think it is as well. He did seem to dominate this race on this occasion. He sat relatively handy. That's Jimson the Famous running into a minor spot there. But I think the grade record 7 for zip is the telling factor with him at the moment.
I think he could probably pinch a little bit of minor money with everything going right. Massive Millennium, Nice Kick, Heart's Keeper. Massive Millennium, 4th here, finished in front of the other 2.
He had an issue last time out, degenerative joint disease in the left front knee. So he had an issue last time out, but considering he had that issue, he sort of stayed on okay for 4th. He's got a bit of a wider stall here this time round. Another one that Chad Schofield's been riding, but Grant Van Niekerk jumps on this time.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how he does go in this race and hit the line strongly enough.
Is he in?
No.
OK, who is?
We've got Dr. Proactive to go yet.
Oh, will he be in?
No, he's not either.
Right, OK. 7th in a recent trial. He is a horse that hasn't done a lot of racing in the last 6 to 7 months. He's had a lame right front leg issue. Quiet trial here under Neil Callan, finishing 7th.
Yeah, the weight put me off with him. He's got to carry the 133 pounds. Look, he was, as you say, a 3rd behind Viva Counts. He has a couple of issues since. Likely to go forward, but I'm happy to watch him with that big weight.
He's had a freshen up. He hasn't gone too bad in the past. Freshen up. He was beaten favourite last time out, so probably take some caution there with that big weight last time.
That's why Paul always has the running sheet in front of him, so nothing slips under his guard. Paul, your selections, please.
Look, there's a horse here who's got a significant jockey change. It's Born to Achieve. He's won off a rate. His last one was of a rating of 60. He's won in the 70s before. He's now down to a rating of 46. He's the only leader in the race. Now, I know what Tom was saying about sort of getting to the front, but he's drawn wide his last couple of runs on the all-weather. He's now drawn perfectly in 5, and Silvestre de Souza, I think, really rides his track really well from the front. So I'm wanting to take a chance with him at the really good rating to beat Joyful Contender, who was a great run last time. Have fun together. It's still a non-winner, but has trialled well on the surface, and Generous Heart is getting down to a nice rating as well. We'll get back and be running on. 9, 7, 5 and 2, but at 6.8, I'm happy to take the 9 to win.
Short enough odds, I think, at the moment about the 7 Joyful Contender. If he was to reproduce what he did last start, he would go very, very close. He was still 5 lengths off the leader last time out at about the 200 metres, so it shows how much ground he did make up in that last furlong or so. Nice kick goes in. 3 Hearts Keeper, the legend at the course and distance, and 11 Massive Millennium goes in as well. 7, 10, 3 and 11.
Have Fun Together's been a sponge so far, but I'll give him one last chance on the all-weather. He did trial well on this surface back in early December. We'll take a break and then come back and look at races 5 and 6. Stay with us.